peanut butter.
Those are
powdered.
chocolate.
Oh.
I should have covered them. Uh-oh. We have a mover. Hi guys.
What up?
Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 4. It is almost 8 o'clock and we put Rocky down and wanted to just talk, and so we thought it'd be fun to film a little Q&A. I don't think we've done this since last Vlogmas.
Really? It's been that long?
I think so.
When we were sitting right there?
Yeah, we sat over
wow.
there. This sweatshirt also makes me think of Vlogmas.
Oh,
I wore it all the time last year.
Oh, weren't you wearing that in the video that you told me you were pregnant?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I thought you were.
No, I was wearing it at the beginning, but I was wearing that like white sweatshirt one. So yeah, we asked you guys a bunch of questions, or to ask us like any questions that you had for us on Instagram. So I have a list of questions. Nathaniel has not seen any of them, which he hates when I do this to him because I put him on the spot. But I just want to hear like his reaction the first time, so I never tell him. I wanted to say before we started, if I didn't answer your question, we filmed a podcast together talking about like parenthood. And so I tried to like eliminate those questions that were already answered. So if you asked a question and you didn't hear the answer to it on here, check out that podcast for sure. So all these questions are just ones that haven't been repeated. So I just want to say that first. But we had a couple new people and they asked, how did we meet? Like they just didn't know anything about us. So I'll let you tell them.
You want me to go into that?
You do a brief story while I eat a caramel.
Okay, let's see how good my memory is. I guess we kind of met like our brother and sister.
Mm-hmm. His brother, my sister.
Yes. They kind of were talking like...
They were friends.
They were friends, yeah, like just kind of hanging out every once in a while. And in
high school.
In high school, yes. I think my brother's like a junior or senior. But basically I saw Kylene through that, like, because, I mean, I think you were hanging out with like Joey and RJ at one point, right? Yeah.
I was hanging out with my sister who was hanging out with her or his brother.
Yeah.
And she was like, come with me, there's another guy there. I was never into Joey.
Yeah, no.
But she just wanted me to come with him.
No, and yeah, and that's kind of how like we didn't really talk or anything, but like that's kind of how I figured out. Oh,
the first time I saw you.
Yeah. And then I started seeing her at school. The next year, we ended up having like a class right next to each other, and then her previous class. And
so my next class had two girls that were in the class that was next to. So we both had Spanish next to each other. Mm-hmm. And the next hour I had yoga, and two girls that were in my yoga class were in his Spanish class.
Yes. So we were kind of always
I'm a year older,
each other.
if they didn't know that.
Yeah.
So we didn't have the same Spanish class because I was a junior and Nathaniel. No,
Yeah, you were a junior.
I was a junior and Nathaniel was a sophomore.
So we were kind of always talking through them, and honestly, like I feel like I was too shy to make the first move, so like they honestly did it for me. Like they got her number for me, and like we did communication through those two girls. Kind of sad, but
I'm literally just gonna munch throughout this entire video.
But I mean that's kind of how it started, and then I mean obviously we started hanging out, and yeah, it just kind of progressed.
High school sweethearts.
Yeah. What's
your favorite thing about each other?
You go first.
I just shot my face. I won't eat anymore, I promise.
Okay. Well, like, I feel like it's maybe changed a little bit because, I mean, just seeing...
Answer it before, because that's a question, so just answer.
Oh, okay.
Nothing mom related.
Nothing mom related at all. I always say, like, Kylene's super ambitious and just super passionate about whatever she does, and I would say that's my favorite thing.
Mine is Nathaniel is just like kind, like everyone, and he's just quick to help. Everyone who like meets him is just like, oh, he's such a nice guy. Like no one has anything negative to say about Nathaniel. And anytime like my mom's taking out the trash, like he'll jump and like grab the trash out of her hands. And like he was like this in high school too, which a like younger boy in high school to be respectful is kind of like few and far between. So I love that about him. I could go on and on. There's so many sweet things, but I think that's my favorite. Like that's something that I want Rocky to like do as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is just be like kind and respectful. He also had friends in like every single school group or every single group.
Yeah.
Like he was friends with the football players, like the band people,
just anyone,
like drama, you know? Like, I don't know. He wasn't like not friends with people.
Thanks, babe.
I love that. Okay, what's your favorite thing about being a new parent?
I would say just watching Kylene be a mom. Like, I feel like the first like 3 months, like he's so dependent on his mom, and it's just so amazing to see you be strong, patient, and then just so loving to both of us, you know, like.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something about Rocky.
It's okay. Like, I don't, yeah.
My 2 favorite things are, one, when he wakes up.
Oh yeah.
Like, it just, every single morning, your morning starts with just this like happy smile.
Yeah.
And I feel like it just reminds you of like today we were arguing about something, and Nathaniel was sitting in the nursery with Rocky on his lap, and I was kind of just standing across the room. And we weren't like yelling at each other, but we were definitely having a disagreement. And I looked at Rocky and he's just smiling. And it's just like, I feel like he was just trying to get me not to like be mad anymore.
Yeah.
So that's, sorry, but the first thing is just like waking up in the morning. The second one is when he takes a bath every single night, I strip him down and I hold him to me and I put his little tush on my arm. And his tush is just like hanging over my arm, and it's just the cutest thing ever.
I have a picture of my phone, and you can just see the bliss on your face.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know he took the photo, to be honest, but I will not do that to Rocky. I will not post that right here. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite moments of the day, and they happen every day, which is super nice. It's the beginning and the end, which I love.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing that the other cooks? I feel like I have to preface this one that we like have recipes that him and I both cook. Like, we don't have certain things that like only you cook and only I cook.
Yeah, it's like we have the same 3 meals like every week.
We don't switch it up.
It's been a while since we ate it, but like the ramen.
Oh my gosh.
We used to do this like spruce stuff ramen, is that what it's called? Yeah, and we used to put like broccoli, zucchini.
So
what other oils? Egg.
Sesame oil.
Sesame oil, okay.
Like steak we'll throw in there. It's seriously so good. And then like jalapenos and green onion. We gotta make that. We haven't made that in so long. It's been a long time. Ramen's clearly not good for you, so we try not to buy it. But at one point we were eating it like
every week.
Yeah, sometimes twice a week. It was not good. My answer is just whenever he makes me lunch. Like, I don't care what it is. It's always better when you make it, and the fact that I don't have to make it. So that's my answer. I liked this question a lot. What is your favorite thing about the stage Rocky is in? Rocky is finally nursing well. And I feel like this has been like what I imagined nursing would be. Is just him latching right away and just sitting there, and like, he still like gets a little bit upset sometimes, like if my milk just like does not come fast enough. But that's like, I don't know, when I thought of nursing, how he's nursing now is like what I imagined. Okay. Which was a long frickin' road to get to. It's been rough.
Rough, yeah.
I'll do a a breastfeeding journey video so you guys can just like hear all my struggles and stuff, but that's definitely mine.
He's just more interactive right now. I can make him smile, and we can kind of make him giggle a little bit. Yeah, like you get like a little chuckle out of him. He'll follow like shaky toy, like a rattle toy or whatever, if it's in your hand and you're moving it around. I don't know, he's just more interactive, and it's just more fun. I agree. It's fun to see him smile. Yeah. Someone asked, what were your 2 top boy names? So if you want to tell me your name you wanted. Oh, I loved Leo. Leo is like, oh, I wanted that so bad. I think Leo is a super cool name, but like I've said in the past, we have a cousin or a nephew named Liam. Yeah, it was really close. And he's like 18 months apart from Rocky, so they'll be together with a lot of things. And Leo and Liam was just like too close. My name that I really liked was Rory, but Rory Rodriguez is just too many I know we did Rocky Rodriguez, but the extra Rory's hard to say too. I can hardly say Rory. Yeah. But I think it's such a cool name. Like, I don't know, if my last name wasn't Rodriguez, I would name my son that. So. Sorry. It's okay. I love my last name. What's the best part of parenting that you like watching each other do? I love watching Nathaniel do bath time with Rocky. Okay. That's my favorite. I just sit back and like let them have that moment, and I literally just smile at them the whole time. A lot of times I cry too. I definitely cried a couple times. Yeah. Yeah. I would just say calming him down. Like there's certain points where I can't calm him down. He's just in a super bad mood, and then you give him to Kylene and he's the happiest boy in the world instantly. That makes you happy? Yeah, it does. I feel like that would make me mad. Oh no. Well, he's happy and you stop crying, so and then just to see that you have that touch with him. Yeah, thanks babe. What are some changes you've seen in each other since having Rocky? I feel like the biggest thing is just how patient you are. Like Rocky, like especially when he wasn't eating correctly. Oh my god. It's not like you weren't patient before. I know, but I think you thought I was insane. Yeah. Because I did not give up. It would take me 30 minutes to feed Rocky every single day for like 5 days straight. Yeah, it was bad. It was brutal. And I did not give up. She did not give up. She didn't yell at him. She didn't, you know, like. There was a couple times I had to have you take him though, because but you didn't like express your anger at him or anything like that, and just she just kept trying, and I mean, look where you're at now, right? Like it's been really good the last.
It was hard.
Oh,
it was so hard. My goodness. I feel like I've seen you be more loving. Like you're loving towards me, but you're not like super
nurturing. Or what?
Not nurturing, but I don't have a better word besides soft.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's not like a good.
Something like this hard guy or what?
No, I just feel like you don't show emotion very often, and with Rocky, like I can see you just like you like kissing up on him and just like I don't know, interacting with him in a way that like I don't think a lot of other people know like you are like that, you know? So it's fun to see you do that with someone else besides me. When do you want to start trying for baby number 2? We actually, one of our friends just asked us this question today, so we already answered this today. But...
So yeah, like once he turns 1, we can kind of like revisit it, you know, like then we'll talk about it, see how we're at that point. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've always said too. I do like the idea of having kids close. I don't want more than like a 2-year gap between our kids because I have a bunch of siblings. If you guys didn't know, I'm one of 7 kids, and 2 years seems to be like the perfect age gap in my opinion. His brother's 2 years older than him, and then I feel like if it gets any farther, it's just like there's a little bit of a gap in between, just like connection. But I wouldn't mind having kids a little bit less than 2 years apart too. I don't know, I just feel like I need to see how I feel, and like I'm finally starting to feel normal again. So I want to kind of like ride that out. But if you think of it, like if I nurse him for a year and then get pregnant like before then,
starting
like
right back up again.
It's just non-going. But I also feel like we started becoming parents, and like I just want to like do it all now and like not prolong it too long. So around a year is that answer. How many kids do you want, and what genders if you could choose? How far apart?
You know, I think for me the number that sounds good is 2. Rocky and honestly but I don't know yet. That's just how I feel right now.
If you had a boy next.
If I had a boy next, I feel like I would want to try one more time for a girl. But if I had a girl next, I would definitely be like, I'm good.
And oh, that answers the how far apart do you want them?
I would say at least after a year, so a year, 9 months, right? Like, yeah. That's
okay. He's just using the last answer to the question to add 9 months. I want 4. I don't care what they are. If I could pick, I would love 2 boys and then 2 girls. But I really just want 4 no matter what. We always say we'll take it as
Why
kids
4?
come. I feel like I like kids in even numbers so that no one's left out, and 2 is not enough and 6 is too much.
Okay.
Honestly, like, I just cannot imagine our kids only have one sibling. I just think of like when we're dead, like for them to have 1 brother or 1 sister and that's it.
But they're big families. I mean, look at your family. They're gonna have a lot of cousins, and then my side of the family, they already have.
But like, that's their immediate family. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You're only really close with like your immediate family. I feel like I've noticed as I've gotten older. I mean, I don't really have cousins, but you have a shit ton of cousins. And do you know what I mean? Like time just like, or
life just takes you different ways.
Yeah. So that sounds too sad to me. But I've always wanted a lot of kids. I feel like 4 is not a lot. At one point I wanted like 5 or 6. So the number's gone down, so that's good. Is having a baby more or less expensive than you thought?
I think it was about what I thought.
Me too.
You know, like I wasn't shocked because I knew we were gonna be paying like a good amount.
I kind of have expensive taste, so like the stroller I made us buy.
Oh, okay. I thought. Wait, what is the?
Is having a baby more or less expensive?
Okay, why was I just thinking about like hospital bills? I was just thinking about hospital bills. I don't know why.
What clothes? All the things you need from diapers, wipes.
Yeah, no, it's expensive.
Our hospital bill wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, that's what I was like just thinking about. But if you're everything,
I think we owed like $3,500.
It's like $3K. Yeah, we paid it.
How to work through arguments without saying hurtful things? Just don't say hurtful things.
Just try not to win. I mean, when you're trying to win, that's when you say hurtful. Yeah, when you're
That is huge for us when we like try and beat each other, and like if someone says something that like hurts, and then we try and like get them.
Yeah.
I always say don't get even. I try my hardest not to get even. I feel like.
Well, I feel like I always. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work, but like I always try to think about like, hey, you still have to wake. Like I still have to wake up with her the next morning. Like if I win, then I still have to deal with her tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like.
Or I have to deal with you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. My dad's advice at our wedding was be slow to anger. I feel like that's huge. Yeah. You're a team. Don't try and win in that situation. Like, you're both just trying to help each other. And I also just feel like you got to be able to talk through things and not yell at each other. Like, and don't raise your voice. Like, just, and let each other finish.
Yeah. And understand the frustration,
And just try and like put yourself in their shoes. That was a lot of things to do, but you're welcome. There's an answer. What's your favorite high school memory together?
It was like a couple months after I graduated, but it was going to California with the family.
Really?
Yeah.
Does
that was fun.
Count as high school? I was thinking
oh,
well, we got a beach house and like my parents let us.
It was like right after,
room. Yeah, and he was like freshly graduated. I feel like I
guess it would be Friday nights, right? Like after football games, like we had so much fun.
Yeah.
We would hang out till like midnight.
That actually was the best.
Yeah.
His dad would always give him $40 anytime like he had a football game. And the team would always go to Filiberto's, so we would like spend half of it there, and then we would go to Wendy's and we would get a Frosty and mix it with a coffee. Yeah. And spend the rest of it.
And then just like, honestly, just like watch TV until like, I feel like midnight. 1 or 2 in the morning, and then, or she was supposed to be home at midnight, but she would stay till like 2 in the morning, and then like she would tell her mom we were fighting.
2 excuses. I would tell my mom that we were fighting and that I was sad. We like never fought. Yeah, I would just tell her we were in an argument and I was crying and I was sorry. And then the other thing was there was a railroad track in between my house and his house, and so I would say I would get stuck at the railroad. Yeah. If I was like 20-30 minutes late, that's what I would say. But my mom was super chill and she didn't really care at all. Yeah.
I'm sure she kind of had a
she kind of was like,
excuse kept coming, right?
Yeah. How long do you plan on staying in your current house? So we bought this house last year in November, so we've lived here we just passed our year mark. Yeah. We still are decorating it. I feel like that year went by so fast.
Yeah, I feel like our goal was like a 5-year plan, but the year went so fast that I don't think 5 years.
Oh, maybe my goal like is still 5 years or less.
No, it is, but I'm trying to be
more realistic.
More realistic, yeah, maybe like 7 or 8.
Yeah. So we don't plan to sell this house. We plan to pay it off and have people rent it, and it be like an investment property. So I would love to be out of this house though within the next like 3 or 4 years, just because we live so far east. It's like a 30-minute drive to anything. I love this house. I think it's great, but there's also a lot of things I would change. It's not our dream home. This is our first house.
And we learned not to get a 2-story house.
Yeah, don't get a 2-story, you guys. Stairs suck. Especially postpartum. They freaking suck.
Yeah, you need double of everything, to be honest. To be like super convenient.
Yeah, no, it sucks. Was Nathaniel as ready as you were to have a baby?
No. I never changed a diaper before. I rarely held babies, to be like newborns, especially because I was just kind of scared. I feel like I was gonna like break them. And I still felt that with Rocky when we first had him.
Yeah, but, I feel like just recently you've been holding him. I'm like,
I know,
you're
I'm just chilling. Yeah, yeah, I was definitely like kind of.
Were you ready to have a baby though?
Like, was I ready to have a baby? Like mentally?
Like, did you want to have a baby?
Yeah.
But did it happen sooner?
It happened sooner than I thought. Definitely. Like Kylie always. I feel like I never really looked into it, and I knew it could happen like right away, but Kylie was like, it'll take multiple months, like it's gonna take a while. So I was like, all right, like cool.
We ran out of storage, so we kind of cut off. But you were saying that it had taken, I told you it takes a while to get pregnant.
Oh yes.
Which a lot of people have fertility issues, and so I was really worried. And if I'm being like honest, we hadn't used protection, and I hadn't been on birth control for like 5 years. And I wasn't pregnant. So I kind of thought I was infertile, honestly. But I got pregnant within a month of us like no longer not trying. So I think it came, like for me, I was like, holy crap, that was fast, you know?
Yeah.
So we both like were wanting a kid, but we thought it would take a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. Someone made a comment in one of my videos that like I should be grateful of that, and like I totally am. I just like was trying to share my experience, and you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
You're so crazy, dude.
I know. Jesus. You have to like literally preface everything. It's insane. But did you ever struggle intimately?
In our entire relationship?
Yeah. Do you want me to answer?
Sure. What's your opinion of that?
I would say we did the most towards the end of my pregnancy, and of course postpartum. But I just like, I feel like you lose your sex drive when you're pregnant. You don't feel cute. Like your hormones are insane, and like I just felt big. And I didn't really want to be touched, honestly. Like I just felt like I didn't feel cute. So I was like, why would he want to touch me? And like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. So I feel like that's the only time we've really like kind of, I guess you would say, struggled with it. But I don't think we have besides that.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, no.
How often do you do date nights, and what are your date night ideas?
Yeah.
We've had one date night since Rocky. We're hopefully having one soon.
Yeah.
We said we would do one once a month, and life is just crazy. Leaving Rocky at night is like the worst time to leave him. Maybe next time we do a Q&A, we'll have a better answer for that one. Hardest thing about being a parent?
Sacrifice. I mean, he comes first in everything, career, anything. Like
he even comes first more than like me eating breakfast.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, it's just like knowing every 3 hours I need to feed him, and luckily he does super well. I only feed him 5 times a day. Like it's literally been the same every single day for like weeks. I feed him around 7, 10, 1, 4, and 7, like every single time. But just knowing like I need to be back, and like I can't really, unless I want to give him a bottle and potentially have him have a hard time like adjusting again to nursing, like I can't leave him. But yeah, it's a big sacrifice, I feel like.
And I feel like everyone knows that it's a big sacrifice, but not until you're in it to like you don't fully understand the sacrifice.
And that's something I feel like I've said so much about like motherhood and parenthood, is you feel like you can understand what someone's saying, but you do not get it until you are in it.
And it sound like your parents, like saying that,
but you really don't get it.
You really don't get
it. You think you do, but you don't. Most challenging thing to overcome in the first year of marriage? Well, a little preface. We got married in March 2019. Bought a house May 2019, moved in November 2019, got pregnant December 2019. Yeah. And then COVID hit, and then we had our anniversary.
Also, like we had been dating for, I mean, 8 years before, so it's not like...
I don't feel like we're the best people to ask.
I know, because we had been...
I feel like our first year of marriage was really good. Like I feel like we talked more than we ever had about like deep stuff. So I would say if you're having struggles, like get down to like good conversations. Like honestly, we're filming this video right now because we felt like we haven't talked in a while. Like good conversations, just uninterrupted conversation. So you don't have to film yourself doing it, but I feel like just having intentional conversations about things is a really good way to like kind of just make you feel more connected.
Yeah. I think like at the apartments, like we used to go down to the pool, just kind of put our feet in and sit down and talk, or take walks around the apartment and talk.
Yeah. No, I feel like it was a really good time.
Yeah. Although I knew you for like 7 years before that, like
I learned a lot.
I know. I feel like I just knew you a lot better just from doing that.
Any nicknames for Rocky?
The one that's been really sticking is Karim calls him, she used to always call him at the beginning, she would say Rocky Big Boy, right?
Yeah.
My big boy, what
Big Boy.
Big Boy, right? So she started calling him Rocky B-Boy, or Rocky Big Boy.
So we call him B-Boy.
Yeah, so we call him Rocky B-Boy. Rocky B-Boy. But I also like Rocco. I just feel like he's too young.
He needs to be like a toddler.
Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't seem fitting for his age right now. My grandpa calls him RT for Rocky Troy.
My brother calls him Pebbles because when we told him his name was Rocky, he was just like telling us when he's a baby he'll be called Pebbles, and then he'll be Rock, and then Stone, and then Boulder. And he thinks he's gonna play football like professionally, and he's always like Rocky Boulder Rodriguez. So those are the nicknames that little man has. Do you miss your belly? Does Nathaniel miss it? No.
No.
I do not miss feeling big. I couldn't breathe every time I ate. It felt like I had Thanksgiving dinner. Like I didn't feel cute. I mean, I was swollen.
To me, it's like I have my son that I couldn't see, I couldn't feel, you know. I guess I could feel, but like every once in a while.
But you didn't like, it's
but I wasn't like, exactly, I wasn't connected at all. So I had my son, and then honestly, like I had my wife back. I don't know if that sounds bad or anything, but like she wasn't like,
what I said.
She wasn't like growing anyone. She wasn't going through this extraordinary thing.
I think too, pregnancy is hard because it's just hard mentally. Like for both of the spouses, like you're changing a lot. All right, this is our last question. How does Nathaniel feel about you being on social media?
I definitely like support her, but honestly, it is a little scary, and I mean, I just think of like Kylie's a beautiful woman.
Thanks,
and there's just these, I mean, like there's guys out there that are just super creepy, and I know that, you know, I don't know. I just always think of the worst, but.
I feel like you skimmed over you being supportive. Like Nathaniel has never said anything to me that has made me not able or not feel confident in doing anything on social media. Like he's never been a wedge in between me going after like what I want to go after. But I feel like recently I have started to grow a little bit of a following, and we have had already like a couple incidents that were like a little creepy, and some are very close to our house, which is scary. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I would just say that one incident where it was close to our house was like,
yeah, okay. Kind of eye-opening.
Yeah, it was kind of like, okay, like there are some strange people, and
yeah.
And then one was just kind of funny. What, you talking like the dude who like messaged you and he's like, you need a sugar daddy or something?
Oh yeah. I forgot to tell you, I heard another one the other day. It was like, can I pay for your kids' diapers?
Yeah. So you like, yeah, what the heck?
But I do feel like we have a very trusting relationship. Like I've never like shown him anything differently, and I feel like you would never question me with like other guys like responding to those guys.
that's I would not even think about that. I would just think about like weirdos like trying to figure out where we lived, and like, you know, trying to, I don't know. Like I'm the kind of guy that like I bought Kylie pepper spray so she can go to her shoots with pepper spray. So she has a pepper spray bottle clipped to her photography bag.
Every time I have a shoot, people are like, is that pepper spray? I'm like, yes. My husband won't let me go anywhere without it. But yeah, that was all the questions. I feel like that was long.
Yeah,
thanks
good.
for doing it with me.
It's fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed seeing us talk just kind of casually. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think it was Vlogmas Day 4, which is crazy. I already am on the 4th video.
Yeah, today is the 30th.
Yeah, I'm pre-recording because this week I have a wedding due. I have a son. I have a wedding I'm shooting for 8 hours on Friday. I'm just trying to stay ahead of the game, and there were some videos that I wanted to pre-film. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the pre-film videos and not just vlogs. But yeah, that is it for today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 5. Bye guys. No bye?
Nope.
Nope.